Hello, my name is Alice Lanham. I'm from Loreto Secondary School Bray, and this is my dress that I made for the Reel of Fashion competition. The main parts of the dress that I want to talk about is the material and the structure of the dress. So with the material, the light red fabric that I used here used to be a bed sheet that my granny had where the elastic went. She kept it for decades, thinking she'd find a use for it, but eventually she was going to throw it out and give it to a charity shop, but my mum thought I could use it in this competition, and I'm so glad she did, because it's a satin type of bed sheet, so it works really well with formal dresses like this that you might wear to a wedding or a TY ball. And then the darker material here was a skirt I got from a charity shop, and I wanted to find kind of a darker material that I could use as accents around the dress, to give it some depth and dimension. And then the other material I used was a zip, which my granny, who loves sewing, she bought a good few years ago, but she never got around to using it, so she gave it to me to use in this competition. So this part of my dress is the one I was most excited for when I was creating it, was the neckline and kind of paneling and structure of it. I saw a example of this or another design on Instagram before, and I was so shocked. I'd never seen anything like it before. It was so unique, and I definitely wanted to incorporate it in my design. So it's the neckline here and the two main panels, the smaller one on top and the main panel on bottom. And then I decided to use the charity shop skirt fabric throughout the dress. I used it as piping over the seam to make the dress look more finished and make it look a bit more unique and different. This is the back of the dress. As you can see here, the zip was a bit of difficulty for me because I love freestyle designing, and I didn't use a pattern while making this dress, which caused some difficulty in making the zip straight. Because of this, I did end up hand sewing it, but my stitches were durable and strong enough to hold the zip in. And because of the difficulty of the zip, I ended up creating a bustle or ruching in the back of the skirt, which was quite like my inspiration of the atonement dress, which had ruching in the back, but it was kind of like my spin on it. And I also added a bow because I quite like how Vivienne Westwood, in her style, she frequently added bows to her dress. And I was trying to figure out whether I wanted it to be a large or small bow, but I thought if it was too large, it might take away from the dress, and the dress might be too busy, so I ended up settling on a small bow. I wanted to add an accessory to my dress, and I have always dreamt of making my own bags, even though it might be difficult due to certain materials and tools needed. But I used some cardboard and leftover fabric from my charity shop skirt to make this bag. I call it a clutch box bag.